Hello, my laser engraving friends. I'm here with the AlgoLaser MK2 DIY kit, and I am going to take you through unboxing and assembly. You will see on the box it says super easy to use. Once we have this unboxed and assembled, we'll go ahead and find out just how easy it really is. Algo offers some smaller, more affordable laser printers than some of the competitors on the market. However, unlike some of its big brothers that come mostly assembled, these little guys need some assembly, hence the DIY written on the box. Let's go ahead and put it together right now. My kit includes the MK2 laser engraver, the Air Assist module, and the Honeycomb platform. When opening your box, please avoid using razor blades or box cutters. You never know what's inside the box, and we don't want to damage anything. Right here underneath the top flap of the box is the user manual. A piece of balsa wood, some foam, and a very nicely packaged laser engraver kit. Some safety glasses, a rubber hose, screws and belts, a USB-C cable, something, the AC adapter, our laser, be very careful with this, some rails, some brackets, more brackets, keep digging, more brackets, more rails, this guy, and hiding underneath this piece of foam right here, your screen. Make sure you're not missing anything, and if you're not, dispose of the box and get to building. In this bag, you'll notice some tools. Let's get those tools out. Please be careful with this bag. Inside is the usual suspects, a bunch of cheap tools. However, there's also a whole bunch of small screws and other little components that we're gonna need at some point. It's a little odd that these things were included in a tool bag, so please look out for them and put them aside carefully. There's another bag with a belt and a bunch of screws as well. Let's open that up and put it aside. The manual is pretty nice. It's very thick, lots of pages, very detailed, lots of images. Go ahead and have a look at the parts list, compare it to what you've got, make sure everything is there. I'm super impressed with this manual. It's better than just about any expensive 3D printer manual I've ever had. Not bad for a couple $100 laser engraver. Find these two bags with support foot 1 and support foot 2. They look like this, and there will be 2 per bag. Inside these bags, I want you to get out part number B, C, and D. You will see they are labeled with a sticker. You are going to look for 2 M530s. Again, unfortunately, the screws are not in labeled bags. So grab the long ones, those are the 30s. Then compare the rest of the screws. The second longest are the 14s. Grab 2 of those. D, B, C. I've got my sticker letters up here. You should see the scale facing up and the word CM at the top. You'll have a rail, flat surface. Take 2 of these longer screws, 1 through D, 1 through C. However, we are not going straight through the bars. We will go through the legs. Find your legs that match up. Place the legs on the corner. Place the long screw on the side. And secure the leg. Next up is a shorter screw. And here is what your foot will look like. Go ahead and do this on the other side to attach D and B. Long on the side, short on the front. Next up is the X-axis frame. Go ahead and slide the bar through the wheels. Should go like this. Next up is a letter up, flat side up sticker on the D side. You will install 2 more feet the same way we did the other 2 feet. And our frame is coming together. We are going to do the belts. The belts have teeth and a flat side. It is important to position these belts properly. The teeth will face down. The smooth side will face up. Pass the belt through the slot and feed it in. When you get here, you will see there is a little gear right here. We will place the belt into the slot and run it over with the wheel. This next part is super tricky, but you need to get in there and just get this belt to pop up. And then you're going to run it over the gear and then back down. And under that second tire. Here is a good look over the gear, under both tires. Feed the belt the rest of the way through. And out the slot. Do the same thing on the other side. Run over the belt. Feed the belt over the gear and back under the second wheel. It will look like this. Go ahead and feed it through the next slot. Your machine should look like this, with the belt sticking out the backs and the front. Our next goal is to tighten up the belt. We will do that by using a washer and the smaller screw. It looks like this. Place the screw in the hole and tighten it over the belt. The washer will compress the belt and lock it in place. We will do the same thing on the other side. However, this time, put some tension on the belt and keep it there when you attach the screw. Don't over tighten it. We don't want to break the belt, just secure it. Do the same on the other side, here and here. With the belt secured, you can grab this axis and you should be able to smoothly move it back and forth. If you feel a gentle firmness, things are great. If it's super loose and sloppy, tighten up your belts a little more. If it feels rugged and stiff, loosen them some more. This one feels really nice. You will see it right here, riding along the belt. With all these belts done, look right here and find those 2 holes. This is where your limit switch goes. You will take this plate using 2 small Phillips screws and a Phillips screwdriver that came with your machine. The plate should line up with 0. Next up is the limit switch. That switch is right here. The pins will face the outside of the body, and you will simply screw this into the 2 holes on the plate. Next up, the moment we've been waiting for, attaching our laser module. Grab your laser module and slide it over the bracket. Here on the other side, you will use 2 thumb screws to secure it in place. Next up is the screen. Before mounting the screen, flip it over and screw on your antenna. You can go ahead and fold the antenna like this. Line up these 2 tabs with these 2 notches. Secure it with 2 screws from behind. I have the Algo Air Assist module. I will install it now. If you have this module too, go ahead and install yours now. There are 2 models of the pump, the universal air pump and the AlgoLaser air pump. Based on this knob, it appears that I have the universal air pump. Grab the hose that came with your machine and grab the hose with the fitting on it that came with your pump. Slide the hose over the nipple on your air assist and turn it around like this. Be sure not to have it in a place where the machine's stepper will hit the air assist. Leave enough room. In this coupler, you will place one end of the hose that came with your laser engraver. Push it in very firmly. Do not pull test it. You will break the teeth. Press the other end firmly into your laser module. It should be firm easily. Again, do not pull test it. It's now time to run some wires. Free up all these cables. The first one is the Z-stop switch, which is right here next to the screen. Take these 2 wires and gently connect them right there. The next one is the Z-stop right here. You will see it labeled XL. Go ahead and connect these 2. Be very careful. You may want to insert them a little, remove them, insert them again, and then push. And you should get them flush. I've got these flush, and I've got these flush. Push from the fitting, not the wire, so you don't bend or break them and be screwed. Right here on your stepper motor, you will find this wire labeled Y. Go ahead and slip that wire in. Here on your laser module is the final 2 connections. This one only fits one way. Gently connect it, and then connect the final one labeled X into the stepper. It also only fits one way. The only thing left to do is plug it in. Go ahead, grab your AC adapter, and plug it in. This red knob is the emergency stop switch. Once pushed, it stays down and deactivates the machine. Twist the knob to release it and reactivate the machine. Grab your key and make sure the machine is not physically locked. Left to lock, right to unlock. Go ahead and peel the protective plastic off the screen and turn it on. Make sure the emergency stop switch is up and the lock is on unlock. Your AlgoLaser has successfully booted up. Choose your language and then press the right arrow. You will be greeted with a list of your Wi-Fi connections. Choose your Wi-Fi and enter your password. Once you have successfully connected to your Wi-Fi, press the arrow button again. And it's time to set the machine up on your computer and your app. We will do both right now, starting with the computer. To connect our laser to the computer, you will use a USB-C cable. Go ahead and turn the machine off and connect your cable. Plug it in right here on the side of the screen. We are going to use LaserGRBL. This is a free software. Go ahead and download it from the website and install it and boot it. Go ahead and check the box and say accept and full screen this app. Turn on your AlgoLaser. That beep indicates your USB has detected your AlgoLaser. There are no drivers required for Windows 10 or 11. For older machines, your manual has specific instructions. Now we will connect the MK2 to LaserGRBL. Press the green plug connect button at the top. If you get an error sound, it's the wrong COM port. We don't need to know the COM port. There are only two in this menu. I will try COM4. Press the green connect button. And there you have it. Your AlgoLaser DIY MK2 kit is ready. Let's move on and get the app set up over Wi-Fi. Here I am on the Apple App Store, and we are going to get the AlgoLaser. Go ahead and open up AlgoLaser. Here we are at the home page. Don't be fooled. This is not an interface. It's a tutorial. Swipe left. Then say, let's go. If prompted, press allow while using the app, and then press device not connected. Go ahead and say allow. Device discovered. AlgoLaser DIY Kit MK2. Touch on that. Take a quick look before pressing confirm. You will see mine says laser module unknown. Please select the correct module. Mine is a 20 watt and press confirm. You will see at the top, it shows your machine is connected and idle. Let's test it by touching on control and pressing home. Your app is now functioning. The final remaining item is the Honeycomb platform in this box. Remove the Honeycomb platform and notice this sheet. It may have a blue protective film on it. Remove that blue protective film and place it on your workspace. This is to protect your workspace. Place the Honeycomb platform on top of that metal plate. Do take note, there are little pins in the honeycomb. These pins are to help hold projects in place. With both pieces down, your AlgoLaser MK2 is complete. You are ready to get practicing with your laser software program of choice and start creating cool things with your MK2. I'm Greg Adventure, and you're watching 3D Rundown.